your attention, please. It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Judgment time.
John Wild.
I'm alive. Suddenly I am here today.
Wild Radio, the John Wild Show. Happy Halloween, everybody. For now. Yes. Thank you, ELO. We are alive today. Thank goodness. Not all of us, though. Whoa. What do you think about how this is my Halloween? Not the hat, okay? I always try to wear a hat, okay, like steampunk hat. This is my hat, but the mask here is definitely yes, Dino, you can have it up a little bit. It's okay. Come on, good music is good music. We really got to enjoy it, right? All right, thank you very much, everyone, and hi there. Welcome. It is the John Wild Show, and this is like, I guess we're going to call this the Halloween show. We can do that, right? We can call this the Halloween show. Okay, cool. We're going to be winging it here. Mainly, this is kind of like a little bit of a party. I got my Halloween mask on. I love masquerade masks, and this is a steampunk one, like my steampunk hat. And we're having a good. I'm having a good time. We are having a good time. I keep saying we're having a good time. That is such a bad habit of mine from way back when I used to do, when I used to do radio. I always used to say, hey, we're having a good time right here on Y106, the station that reaches the beaches, the Y106.1. Oh boy, it's been a while. Y106, 106.7 FM. This is the John Wild Show. It's the John Wild on the overnights. Yeah, that's what I used to do some time ago. Okay, now, so the lighting is supposed to be fire. Okay, we're supposed to be on fire here. And I can actually control the lighting from here, and I don't know if I'm wild about the flickering part of this thing. So let's tell you what we're going to do. We're going to play with this for a second. Bear with me here, folks. How about this? Just plain out red. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to stop the flickering. So it's Halloween. We're going to be in red. Okay, so this is the show. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I've gotten a show on. See, what had happened was during my last show, at the very end of it, we had a power surge here in the studio. Actually, the power surge in the whole building, and it literally, I have a board in front of me, and Dino, she's the one that actually does. You know, I'm supposed to be wearing my gloves. See, the true John Wild look, okay, is you're looking at it, except for the mask. Normally I wear sunglasses, but this is it. I like dark. I like black. I like to dress like my men, black. I mean, my women, black. I mean, I like all women. But anyway, see, my gloves. Okay, so basically we had a power surge. Now, she's got a board in front of her. She's the one that records everything, edits everything, uploads everything, does all the online stuff for me. All I got to do is just sit here and talk, and I do a good job there. But I have a small board in front of me that I can control volume. I can make laugh noises, and I can change my.
I can change my voice.
To kind of sound any way I want to. So, there you go.
And, yeah, so, I should do this for the whole show. Hey, baby.
Anyway, so, but what happened when the power surge happened? Boom, it all blew, and it actually caught on fire right in front of me. And you didn't see my expression because we edited it, or she edited that out, but I started screaming like a little baby. I was like, I'm on fire. So we got a new board. We got everything is fixed. Everything's ready to go. And here we are. Welcome in the John Wild Studios. Now I got Halloween behind me. There you go. And right, I don't know if you can tell, but right over here, the Christmas setup is starting. Oh, that ought to be fun. I love Christmas more. I dig Halloween. I think it's cool. But I like Christmas better because Christmas has got all the things that I love. First, gift giving. I love getting gifts. I love giving gifts. All right. Food. Drink. Good. Hold on. I got one right over here. Good cigars. Yeah. And it's snuggle weather. I mean, nothing's better than walking through the park in a brisk, cool winter's night with all the lights on, and you sit in a nice bench with someone you like, and you just snuggle and you just watch the Christmas. You watch people walk by, and they're all dressed as Christmassy, and I just love the time of the year. I think it goes by too quick because if you think about it, it literally starts the day after Halloween, right? And it goes pretty much to New Year's, and then that's it. We start January, and we just start the whole damn thing all over again. I really wish that we had the Christmas season was like November, December, and January, and then we go right into February, which is the fakest holiday of them all, Valentine's Day. I'm not. Oh, and by the way, the reason I don't light my cigar is we are not allowed to light a cigar inside the studio. That's why I'm building a new studio. It's going to be my studio, and I can do any fucking thing I want to. So there you go. But anyway, but I have nice cigars, and I can actually taste it. If I put a shoe on it for a minute. Anyway, so this show today is going to be our Halloween show. Now, I'm going to fill it with some Halloween music and some videos that I made. My videos. I have released these things, but a lot of people say, I don't know what's going on with social media, is I'll release a video that I did, and of course Dino helps out and other people help out. I mean, it's just not me. And people say, well, we didn't see it. We don't see it. We don't get notified and all that. So, okay, well, I'm going to be featuring the Halloween ones, the kind of the spooky ones I did on today's show. And we're kind of winging it here. I usually have a script. I usually know what I'm going to talk about. I usually just sit here and talk about it. There are some things, some questions that came up. I always love questions. Dino, she works really hard, and she gathers up all the questions that she can on social medias that people ask, and I'm going to answer a couple of them tonight. One or two of them are very interesting, and we're going to talk about that. And we're going to just play some great spooky videos that I've made to some great music. That's what we're going to do. It's going to be our Halloween party. So enjoy, get yourself your little drinky poo out. So hold on. Don't, just stay right there. Watch. Stay. Ah! Oh my God. My wire's not long enough. Hold on. It's just out of reach. There we go. Talk about not being prepared. So we're gonna have some fun. I know. Up to the mic. Yeah. I am pouring. I'll chill. You'll see. Calm down. Whiskey. Okay, so I had them build me a table next to here because I don't have any place to put anything around the equipment, and I got all kinds of crap on the table. Now I got no place. Now I need to build me another table. Anyway, cheers! Happy Halloween to everyone out there. I really want y'all to have a really safe and happy year. If you're going to go out and party, come in now, really and truly. I was trying to set this up, but I didn't have time, so maybe next year. We're going to have a deal with a couple of rideshare things next year where you get a John Wild discount. And truly and truly understand this. You go out and party and don't drink and don't drive, okay? And be careful with you and the kids out there walking. Just be safe. I don't want to hear about any of my friends, any of my fans, any of my people getting hurt or assaulted or anything this holiday season. I want y'all to just have a lot of fun. Hold on, let me take a drink. I'm really happy to see that Halloween is coming back. You know, for the longest time, in places that I've lived, we were lucky to get one trick-or-treater showing up. And it was like everyone was giving up on Halloween, but I've noticed lately now, and then of course COVID, oh my God, that just kind of killed everything. But I did notice though, that Halloween is starting to make a comeback. People are getting out, they're dressing up in their Halloween outfits, and they're going out and they're trick-or-treating with their kids, and they're kind of reliving what we did when we were kids. And I love it. I love every second of that. It's beautiful, wonderful. I love to see these old traditions come back, and I really, really am happy to see that. A lot of people are really into it this year. I've been watching, and it's great. It really is. I don't have a whole lot of time, believe it or not. You know, a lot of the posts you see on social media, almost all the posts you see on social media, they're my words, but Dino and some of my other people are posting them because I just don't have time. But they report back to me, and sometimes if I'm working, they'll be online over here, and I'll look over their shoulder and I'll see what's going on. And I love to see people. They're all dressing up. Everyone's in costume. Everyone's just having a good time, and that's what we need. We need to bring back some of these traditions, and I'm glad to see it coming back. All right. So as I said, we're going to wing it tonight. We're just going to talk about whatever. We are working on doing this live here really soon. We just have to work out a few kinks and conks, you know, because I'm not the one that does the technical stuff. I just sit in front of a microphone, I stare at a camera, and I talk. Everyone else does all the technical stuff. I don't want to bother with it. I'm like, you know, all the Jimmy Kimmels of the world. I just get up, talk, and leave. Boom. That's what I do. So anyway, there is one thing I do want to, there's one thing I want to touch on really quick, and that's going to lead us into something else, and then we're going to go from there. The death of Mathew Perry, kind of right out of the blue, man, right out of the blue. And I want to touch on a couple of things, and one thing that really pissed me off today. One, I know I got some jokesters out there. I got some buddies out there. I got some friends out there that are really jokesters, and I like a good joke, and I can get kind of crazy, and I can get inappropriate, and I can get kind of gross, and I can get kind of perverted and all that other good stuff. But sometimes there's a limit. There really is a limit to joking around about certain things. And the one thing that kind of really bothered me is all of the jokes about Mathew Perry's death. Everyone seems to be joking about, how he drowned, and then of course people are coming out saying, he was high and he drowned, and he's a pill popper, he's a this, he's a that. Okay, he's a recovering addict. Give him a break. But he's recovering. He was recovered. I don't know, because I don't know the actual cause of death, but he drowned. People drowned, folks. People drowned all the time. And people drowned in hot tubs. They drowned in spas all the time. It happens. They drown in bathtubs. And some of these celebrities, yeah, they were doing drugs when they drowned in their bathtub, and Whitney Houston's daughter and such of that. But I don't think that was what happened with Mathew Perry. Now, the one thing I do know most likely would happen, and believe me, I do know this, is all of the drug, he was an alcoholic, and he also did opiates. He was a pill popper. And this can weaken your heart. He was 56, 55, something like that. This can weaken your heart, especially if you do a whole lot of it. And he did a whole lot of it. There were like 3 seasons of Friends that he can't even remember. Okay. So, yeah, he did a lot of drugs, and it probably weakened his heart. He probably had heart problems that we don't know. It's none of our business when a celebrity has health problems, believe it or not. Okay. Some people, all of a sudden a celebrity dies and they were shocked. Oh, I didn't know he had cancer. I didn't know he had a heart problem. Yeah, it's none of your fucking business what he had. How about that? It really isn't. Just because they're as an entertainer doesn't mean they got to come out and say, you know, my left ball itched yesterday and I went to see a doctor about it. You know, of course, John Weil will talk about that, but still, it's none of your business. Okay. And it's really not appropriate for us at this point to start pointing the fingers and saying, oh, he must have been high when he jumped into his sauna or his hot tub, whatever, swimming pool, whatever it was, and drowned because he's a drunk, he's a druggie, he did this and that and the other thing. I mean, we don't know. And I think the jokes are kind of inappropriate. I want you to think about it really hard. How someone that you loved tragically lost their life all of a sudden, and everyone in the world's joking about it. It's have your fun, say your jokes. I understand that, but some of these things are way too inappropriate. They're going way overboard. Give the guy a break. And also to the conspiracy theorists out there, boy, I tell you something right now. It is dangerous for me in public to run into some of these conspiracy theorists because I just want to put my size 14 right up their ass. All right? I hate to tell you all this, but 99.9% of the conspiracy theories that you hear out there are just a load of bullshit. They're not true. And everyone wants to swallow this whole thing that it is true. And the thing about it is we got bad actors out there, literally, that are feeding into this for one reason or another. Let me tell you what I'm talking about, okay? I got to take a drink of my whiskey for this one. Hold on. I was told that Mathew Perry was killed because he was trying to report that there is some kind of underground group in Hollywood that is running what is it? Sexual exploitation of kids. I can't talk. I've had too many pieces of water, too many drinks here. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. That they are selling children, and there's some kind of secret society that they are sex slaving people and this and that, and when celebrities try to drop the dime and say this is happening, then they're killed and this and that. There's like hunters out there. That's bullshit. Okay, that's not real. Now I know there's been some celebrities out there that have come out and said, "Hey, it is real. It does happen." Okay, and there are sexual selling. There's a word I want to say, but I'm afraid to say. I don't want to say it because it's just a horrible word. But you know what I mean, okay? And they want to make people believe it. And you got to look at these celebrities that say this crap. Why are they saying it? A lot of times they are either on the blacklist or they're not working, and they're trying to come up with something that makes them relevant. Or are they hawking a book or a documentary? Look into that. A lot of times these celebrities will come out and say, "Oh yeah, they're selling children. They're sex slaves. They're eating little babies' hearts and all this other kind of stuff, selling their soul to the devil and all this stuff in Hollywood. It's rampant. It's out there. They're controlling everything and this and that and the other thing." So if you really want to know the truth, buy my book. It's not happening, folks. Okay, I have been in the entertainment business since I was 10 years old. I've seen a lot. I've run in the circles. I've run into the outer circles, the inner circles, of this circles, of that circles. I have talked to a lot of people. I have seen a lot. It ain't happening. And that, I know what people are going to say out there. Well, John Weil, you're just trying to cover up. You're just trying to cover up for what's happening out there and all that. No, that's bullshit. Come on, again, you need my foot up your ass, don't you? If you knew me, you know I'm not like that. I don't give it. If I knew this was happening in Hollywood, I'd be the biggest screamer of the world because that's not right. But it's just not happening. It's just not real. I'm sorry. It's just not real. Okay? Like the flat earth and the idiots that say we were never on the moon and 9/11 was a government, was the president and the United States government conspiracy and all this other kind of crap. It's all so much bullshit. Does people really have this much time? If we put this much time and effort into improving the world we live in, boy, we'd have a nice place to live, wouldn't we? It's just stop it, okay? It's not happening in Hollywood. Now, there are bad people in Hollywood. Don't get me wrong. There are some real shitheads that do real shithead things. But there's shitheads in every industry that do real shithead things. There are postal service employees that do real shithead things. There's McDonald's employees that do really shithead things. There are bowling alley people that do really there are people in the military. Look what happened the other day. An ex-military guy shot up a bunch of things that do real shitty things. Well, the entertainment industry is not immune to real shitty people, but it's not some huge conspiracy theory. And Mathew Perry was not killed because he was talking about it when he actually we did some research. He hasn't been talking about anything like that. The only thing he talks about is his recovery, which he was doing a really good job of. Oh, that's right. Okay, I see that. Thank you. So anyway, let's just end it with that and have some fun, joke around. I do too. I always say that at my funeral, I want everyone to laugh and make fun of me and joke around. I don't want anybody to cry or be serious. But let's ease up because some people might know this guy or some people might take his death really seriously because they were so entertained with him over the years that they feel like he's part of their family. That's what a lot of these celebrities that are in shows that last forever and then they go into reruns, they make people feel good that otherwise need it sometimes. And because of that, they start developing kind of a kinship to these stars. And it really hurts them when they lose someone. Like we recently lost Mr. Mole, Bull Channing from Night Court. And I used to love Night Court, and he was my favorite character in Night Court. And I really liked the actor. And I was really bummed when he died. I felt like I lost a friend, and I never met the guy. It was one of the rare times of a celebrity that I have not met. I would have loved to have met him. Never had a chance to. So some people take it really seriously, and you're going to be hurt. Let's just try not to hurt people's feelings. Let's just ease up on the jokes a little bit and just understand it. Put yourself in position of other people. If you had a loved one that died, would you want everyone joking about it and all this? I mean, really? I mean, there was one that kind of gave me a giggle, so I do understand it. People, they had a montage of celebrities that have died in hot tubs, and they said the hot tub death machine instead of hot tub time machine. Okay, that one made me giggle a little bit, but some of these things are going way too far, and they're way too inappropriate. And come on now, you're talking about a person who's just lost their life. They're dead. Think about that. We really want to do that to these people? I don't know. I just find it kind of inappropriate. Other than that, there is no conspiracy theory on, I guess I'll use the word, on sex trafficking and stuff like that in the entertainment business. It just doesn't happen. I'm sorry. I know that it's goo goo, and everyone wants to believe it, and everyone says, oh, I'm sorry. Find some other nutball conspiracy theory to go on and just try to walk away from that a little bit and put your efforts towards something incredibly better than something like that. We're going to talk about Brittany. Speaking of conspiracy theories, we're going to talk about Brittany Spears here in a little bit. We're going to take a break, and this is, I would have to say, one of my favorite videos I've done as of late. And this video actually took a year to do because it was filmed in 3 different segments over a year. It was supposed to come out last year. So actually, it took us 2 years actually to get this video completely done. And man, what is up with my voice tonight? And so it really took 3 years to completely put this thing together with all the editing and the different things that we were doing. And you really need to look out, because if you look really carefully, you'll catch me in the video. There's always a reference to me in every video that I do, and usually I'm there somewhere. You just got to look. There's Easter egg or me somewhere. If you're good, you can find it. But we're going to take a break, and we're going to watch this video. Happy Halloween. It's one of our Halloween videos, and it is Devil Woman.
Can you see me? Hello? Can you find me? Can you find me?
I've had nothing but bad luck since the day I saw the cat at my door. So I came into you, sweet lady, answering your mystical call. Crystal ball on the table, showing the future, the past. Same cat with them evil eyes, and I knew it was a spell she cast. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you from behind. Give me the ring on your finger. Let me see the lines on your hand. I can see me a tall, dark stranger giving you what you hadn't planned. I drank the potion she offered me. I found myself on the floor. Then I looked in those big green eyes, and I wonder what I came there for. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you from behind. Stay away. Look out. If you're out on a moonlit night, be careful of the neighborhood strays. Have a lady with long black hair trying to win you with her feminine ways. Crystal ball on the table, showing the future, the past. Same cat with them evil eyes. You better get out of there fast. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. She's just a devil woman with evil on her mind.
I've always loved that song. Devil Woman, I think, is probably one of the greatest songs ever. I really do love that song. I mean, it's, come on now. Anyway, so Brittany Spears have come out with her autobiography. Has anyone read it? Yeah, I plan to get it and curl up with it some night and have some fudge and read this biography. So anyway, do I have some quotes? I think I do. I want to look at some quotes here. You have to send me those quotes. I don't have them in front of me, Dino. So can you please help me out with that? Okay, so basically, Brittany Spears has come out with this autobiography, and she's throwing everyone under the bus, including Justin Timberlake and all this. And, you know, I want to set something straight here because Janet Jackson, for some reason, decided to throw her little 2 cents into the ring and was complaining about her blacklist that didn't last long. Okay, yes, she was put on a blacklist, and yes, without naming names, I know who put her on that blacklist. But it was a temporary one just to kind of, you know, whatever. But she wants to blame Justin Timberlake for that entire thing. He wasn't put on the blacklist. You know, this is something that they came up with to do, and she wants to claim that he grabbed her wardrobe and ripped it off and all this. Come on, really? Who wears an outfit where you could just Velcro off your nipples, your nipple covers? I mean, I guess they sell that. I don't know. Every time I'm with somebody who's wearing a very sexually nightgown or negligee or whatever, they don't wear it long. That's why I always say, you know, don't spend a lot of money on really sexy underwear with me because you're not going to wear it long. So she decided to throw him under the bus because she believes he threw her under the bus. And actually, in reality, he didn't get in trouble. She got in trouble because she was the one that orchestrated that whole thing. Everyone knows it. That's why she got blacklisted. But it didn't last long, okay? Her blacklist was lifted, and she could get back into the entertainment game, but it was her mouth that got her blacklisted. If she just kept her mouth shut, apologized for the whole thing, and went on, that'd have been fine. But she wants to throw Justin's name under the bus and throw him under the bus and try to call him all these kind of names. Now, I will admit, I know the guy, okay? I was the one that helped, in my days in Transcontinental Records, I was the one that helped put these bands together. So I know the guy. He could be a bit of an arrogant person, but he's not that bad of a dude. And I don't think he would ever throw Janet Jackson under the bus like she threw him. She was looking for publicity. She was a publicity hound. And that's the truth behind that little tirade that she did the other day. But anyway, so Brittany Spears, some of the quotes from the book. I have always followed my heart and pursued my dreams, and imagine that people, I imagine people find that inspiring. Okay. All right. For me, success is a state of mind. Yes, it's also the fact that you literally, your success when you were younger, Brittany, was wonderful because you had talent and you were cute. But as you got older, you started losing a lot of that cuteness and you started losing a lot of that talent. You hooked up with the wrong producers, the wrong thing, and the only thing that sold is the fact that you turned slutty. I mean, that's just the truth. I know not everyone will like me, but this is who I am. So if you don't like me, that's tough and all this. Okay, well, these are quotes from her book. These are stupid quotes. Why am I reading this stuff? Basically, okay. So those are just, quotes from her. So her book is out. Okay, there's not much to say about it. She wants to kind of make herself seem like the victim of everything. And I think that she kind of was with a conservatorship. I think her old man took a lot of advantage of her. I think that they did that the wrong way. And, but I think lately Brittany Spears is kind of totally losing her mind. I have seen the videos that she posts on Twitter. What's up with the knives? Okay. I mean, I think that Brittany's got a little screw loose up there. And frankly, I think the only good work she has ever done in years is when will.i.am was her producer. And he got a hold of her and said, Brittany, we're going to change up some things on you here, and this is how we're going to do things. You're going to listen to me. And she was actually kind of talented again there for a little while. with Will.i.am, and now she's got this tell-all book, and she's playing the victim on everything that she can play the victim. And she's got no one to blame everyone else, and not Britney Spears. And frankly, yes, I had interactions with her back in the Transcontinental days, and she was kind of a loudmouth in a way. She's really, really bitchy, demanding a lot. But one of the things I noticed about her, she had BO. I mean, she had bad BO. Now, this is going back years. This is going back in the 90s here. But this is back when she was with Justin Timberlake. And she would show up in the studio because, we did record one album with her. And she had BO. It was like, hey, guys, why don't we get together and buy her some deodorant next time she comes here? Just like squirt, squirt, squirt with some perfume or something. That's the one thing I noticed. But she was kind of pompous then, and kind of losing her mind a little bit, and I just think that's still continues today, and I think that her management sucks, allowing her to make those crazy stupid videos on Twitter that just makes everyone look at her as some kind of insane bitch, and I think she's trying to be out there and kind of like a Miley Cyrus and look at me, and she needs not to do that. She needs to be a Britney Spears, not a Miley Cyrus. She needs to find her own niche, and not crazy bitch is not the niche that she needs to find. That's my personal opinion. I'm not going to make a whole lot of judgment calls until I read the book, and I do plan to read her book. I'm just going off of what I've seen in interviews and what I've heard her say, and just watching her, not really what other people think. This is my observation on that. But Britney Spears' new book is out. If you've read it, comment, let me know. What do you think of Britney Spears? Frankly, I think that she used to have talent, but I think her talent has slipped. She needs to get a hold of John Wilde and let me manage her. I'll change things. But the funny thing about it is, even Britney Spears is supposed to be this huge megastar or huge superstar. I would probably turn her down. No doubt. I have turned young, not so young talent, but they were young talent at one time, and they're trying to resurgent their career. I've turned a few down. I'm not going to name names, but if you think really hard about throwing rockets outside hotel rooms down to the street kind of people, yeah, I've turned them down. But anyway, so hey, what are you going for this Halloween? What are you dressing up as? I want to know. Make sure that you comment on this video. Tell me what you're dressing up as. Throw a photo up of what you're dressing up as. We will watch it and we'll check it out. And I'm going to play another video here for you. This is the Thriller video that we did. I hope you like it. It's kind of really strange, but I like doing really strange things. And I hope you enjoy it. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about the fact that you're going to watch me eat some cat food in a future show, and I'll tell you why I'm going to eat cat food. Coming right up. Enjoy this video for now. It's John Wild Show.
Let's start the party.
It's time to respond. Send us a message from somewhere beyond. Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween. Awaken the spirits with your tambourines. Creepy and crawlies, toads in a pond. Let there be music from reaching
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion. I am your host, your ghost host. There's no turning back now.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it.
say, look alive, and we'll continue our little tour.
We have been unavoidably detained by pranky spirits. Kindly remain seated in your doom buggy, please. We will continue our tour momentarily.
The happy haunts have received your sympathetic vibrations and are beginning to materialize. They're assembling for a swinging wake.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell.
There you are. And just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.
The foulest stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
My name is Elizabeth. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the rules of Halloween safety. Rule number 1, never trick or treat without your mommy or daddy, because you can get kidnapped or lost forever. Rule number 2. Never ring a doorbell or go into a stranger's house without my mommy or daddy. Rule number 3. Always be careful when you're crossing the street or else boom! Squished by a big giant car. Rule number 4. It is never okay to throw eggs or shaving cream. Rule number 5. Make sure your costume is flame retardant or you can catch on fire and burn. Rule number 6. Make sure to carry a flashlight or a glow stick. Rule number 7. Never eat candy that is opened or unwrapped because it might be poison. I hope you enjoyed all of my rules of Halloween safety. Happy Halloween. Goodbye.
All right, so what'd you think? Come on. Just say, John, you suck. You don't know how to do videos. We've seen better. Hey, happy Halloween, everyone. I hope again. I want to wish everyone a really safe holiday. This is a kind of a shortened show of me talking because I'm playing a lot of music on this show, and we're celebrating Halloween by these videos. I'm going to be closing with one more video. And if you want to see all my videos, you know, it's The Wild Radio on YouTube. Or if you want to just see where all the links are, you go to wildradio.live, www.wildradio.live. And there is so much there. There's much more being added, and this Christmas time is going to be great. Now, I do want to touch on one thing. We are going to be doing a Toys for Tots this year. And I need people, if you want to volunteer, if you live in the Orlando area and you want to volunteer for Toys for Tots with us, basically what I'm going to need is people that I can drive around, pick up toys, and we're also looking for there's certain people I want to talk to first, but we might be looking for maybe 1 or 2 locations. So if you have a storefront, to be a drop-off area or a drop-off store for Wild Radio, John Wild Show, and the Toys for Tots. We're also going to have something where you can donate money. We're going to go shopping with that. So I'm going to need volunteers to do that because I just don't have all the time in the world to do a lot of these things. So we're going to do that as well. But there will be a Toys for Tots. And that's actually starting like within the next few days. You're going to see notifications with that. We're going to start a little on the early side because we want lots of toys. The last couple of years, Toys for Tots have come short of toys for children. And there's a really big need for it right now in the Central Florida area. So even if you watch this and you don't live in Central Florida, you don't live in Florida, you live someplace else, you live in another country, help us out. You know, buy a toy for your area, buy a toy for us, and you can put it under the Wild Radio. We're all a big family here, and it won't be, it'll be great. Now, this is what I suggest. This is an idea that we came up with like a year or so ago, and it was really kind of neat. In a lot of areas, there are toys for your specific area. Like, let's say if you live in Seattle, you look for a toy that a kid can play with, brand new in the package, that is something about Seattle. I remember one time, I forgot what city it was, but there was a board game made for that city. It was really, really, really cool. And someone sent that in to represent their city, and it went to a child, a board game, and it was really, really cool. And I don't know who got it, but I mean, it was awesome. Something like that would be really, really cool. And we will have a mailing address for you to send that to. So if you have a toy that's specifically says that your state or your city or whatever, that'd be great. Send that because that's so different. And I love being different, as you can tell. Okay, so the Bucks lost the last game. Okay, I really honestly thought they were going to win, and they lost the last game. And I made a friendly bet with someone that because I was convinced they were going to win. I was convinced they were going to win. and they lost. They played a good game, but they still lost. So the bet was that I eat a little can of Fancy Feast if I lost, if the Bucks lose, and if they win, that if they lose, then they have to eat it. And so basically, the Bills won against the Bucks, and I lost. So I will be eating a can of Fancy Feast on the next show because I never welch on a bet. So anyway, I hope I answered all the questions. Did we answer all the questions from viewers, listeners, or whatever the case is? What was that? Oh. If I missed any, we'll answer it on the next show. So basically, I just want to wish everyone a happy and safe Halloween. This has been the John Wild Show. We're still trying to get this this whole thing together in a little bit more of a tighter show. But I really demanded that this show be just where you and I are going to sit and talk. I don't want it to seem so robotic. You know, there's a lot of talk shows out there, even some talk shows that I was involved with in the 90s, that when they started, it was just like a whole bunch of guys sitting around talking on the radio, and it was great. It was like we're talking. But the show started evolving into them sounding like robots. And they were let me try that again. They were so scheduled during the show. And it just lost its personality. And it's just like listening to a bunch of robots. And it's so agenda driven. That's not what I want. I want us to sit around like we're sitting around on the porch in the evening, enjoying the nice breeze, having a beer, having a drink, having a cigar, coughing on the microphone, and just having a good time, just talking, just gabbing. That's what I want the show to be about. So it may seem a little loosey-goosey. It may seem a little, oh, God, I forgot what I was going to say, or this or that, or if I'm looking over at Dina and she's like, oh, I lost my place. Oh, who cares? Okay, forget about it. Let's talk about something else. I don't want to be scripted, and I just want this to be a great show that you and we're all hanging out. We're having a good time. And really soon it's going to be live so you can interact and actually call in. We're going to have some guests too. And that's another thing too. I am not going to interview guests like a freaking robot. We're just going to sit and talk. We're going to jam. We're going to have a good time. And we're going to just talk about whatever comes up. Okay? Like a really good date. You have her sitting in your lap and you talk about whatever comes up. Anyway, this has been John Wild. We're going to end with some more Halloween music. I want everyone out there to be safe. I'll be looking for pictures of all the candy. Feel free to send me all your candy if you wish. And I want to see pictures right now of what you're going to be wearing this Halloween. And we'll see you on the next show, which will probably be November 1st. And then after that, it's literally going to be a daily show. Maybe every other day. We're going to try to do a daily one. But all in all, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be live here really, really soon. And starting within the years that are coming, we're going to do remotes, meetups, live shows out and about, and also we're going to be doing putting together some events. And it's always going to be a party if John Wild puts on an event. I guarantee you that. All right, guys and gals, kids, if you're watching, you're letting your kids watch. All right, have a good one. Remember, John Wild loves you, and I'm always there. So get in touch with me. I love to talk to every single one of you. Have a safe Halloween. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, tonight, for one night only, freaks to fulfill your every fantasy, demons to dine in your darkest delights, beauty and horror, my children.